I want your knees bent, I want your back firmly into, well, not firmly into the ground. I want the tailbone down. I want your low back to be somewhat close to the floor, not arched off. It should touch the ground, but not be smashed down, because you have a natural arch in your low back. And then your upper and your mid back should be down. We're just gonna pick up that right leg, bring it into the chest, give it a little hug. If you want to, you can straighten out that left leg some or all the way, or you can keep it bent. And you're just gonna gently bring that knee into the chest, but making sure that that back is firmly down. Especially when that leg comes in, that back might be pressed down a little bit more, because you kind of flatten out that part of the spine. And then you're just gonna stir that knee out of the hip socket. So you're just gonna take it on a nice little circle motion. Now you have to be careful what I say. Make sure it makes sense, right?
Because we won't be able to see you.
And then go the other direction.
That's right.
Just circling, feeling how that leg works out of that ball and socket joint. Hips are not moving, pelvis is just stable right into the ground. Good. And then we're going to take that leg, take your right arm out to the side, and you're just going to cross it over the midline, picking up that right hip, and then take it out to the right a little bit. So I'm just going back and forth, side to side a little bit. But not so much. That right arm is out to kind of keep you from rolling over too much. And we're just kind of going side to side a little bit. The knee is bent. Good. This time, take that knee all the way across. And maybe if it touches the ground, great. For me, mine doesn't, so I'm going to catch it with my left hand. I want to make sure that right shoulder and shoulder blade is down. And I don't know about you, I'm not super flexible right now. It's a little tight. So I'm just going to let that leg hang into that left hand. I'm going to press that right shoulder blade down. And then I'm going to move that knee up towards my armpit and away. So I'm just lifting it and lowering it. So we're just kind of working through ranges of motion, not getting into any intense stretching yet. So towards the armpit and away a little bit. Good. And then find a spot you like and just hang there. Again, I have my right leg totally resting in my left hand. So my right leg is just there by gravity. And my right shoulder blade is down. I start to feel a stretch across the right side of my chest and my right shoulder. And then I'm going to bring everything back in. Put that right leg down. Let's bring the left in so we're just warming up. So right leg can be bent or straight as much as you want it to be. And then we're going to circle that knee out of the hip socket. Reverse it. Good. Find the center. And then you're going to put that left arm out to the side, straight from your shoulder. And then just work that leg across a little bit. And then to the left. Kind of keeping the pelvis in place. But you are lifting that hip up a little bit when you cross over to the right. When you come back to the left, you're just letting that leg go externally rotate it a little bit. And this time, hold it over onto the right. Again, maybe catch it with that right hand. Your left shoulder blade is down. Feeling that chest and shoulder just start to warm up. And then with that right hand, you're going to pull that left knee in towards the armpit and away. Nothing big, nothing crazy. We'll get into a better hip stretch later. But I want you to be a little bit warmed up, a little loosened up before we get into the more intense ones. Find a spot you like. Left knee working towards the right armpit. Left shoulder blade, shoulder down. Let that left leg be heavy. either out to the side or in a low V, and we're just gonna let those legs fall over to the right and over to the left, just some knee sways. However, when you come through the center, right there, I want you to press the back into the floor. Because I can do this and I can keep kind of an arch in my low back, but on purpose, as I come through the center, I'm gonna push my abdominals down and press that back into the floor. Does that make sense? Okay. That way I'm getting some warmth through that low back. Plus it's just good to use the abdominals to move the legs around. We need to be aware of our core and how we use it.
Feels really good.
It does. One more time each side. Come back in the center. And then put the soles of the feet together. I usually do this later, but we're going to do it now. And just let those legs fall away. Now, I don't know about you, but my back can easily arch up in this position. So I'm going to press the back down. Again, low back is not smashed into the ground, but should be barely touching or touching. I'm going to take those arms over top of my chest, palms in, face them away, bend them down to a goalpost, and then let the arms fall where they might. If I arch my back, I can probably get my hands closer to the floor. But you know what I'm going to say, I don't want you to arch your back. So if the hands are not completely on the floor, fabulous. The question is, do you feel the stretch across your chest and the front of your shoulders? If I arch my back and my arms fall back a little bit, I lose the stretch in my chest and the front of my shoulders. So we always want to think about what are we trying to do, and taking it to a more advanced, whatever we think that is, position doesn't necessarily give us what we want. So we want to feel the inner thighs as you hang in there without arching the back. You can feel those thighs. Just start to let go a little bit. You can focus on how that feels across your chest. Now keep the legs there and take the arms overhead only if that feels good. I'm going to kind of try to bring my fingertips together without arching my back. If that doesn't feel good in your shoulders, stay where you were. We're just taking that stretch a little higher up into the chest and the front of the shoulders. Some of your hands might be on the floor. Mine aren't. I don't care. Well, I do care, but can't do anything about it other than stretch. Couple nice deep breaths. And then very slowly bring the arms back down by your side. I'm bending my elbows back into my sides. I'm going to grab the outside of those legs and bring them together and say hello to your inner thighs. Yeah? Good. All right. So let's roll up either straight up or onto your side. We're going to come to all fours. So we're going to start on all fours. If you need to at any point, you can double up your mat. We are going to get into a runner's lunge with knee down and knee up, so if you want to, like Beverly's doubling up her mat. Your fingertips are pointing straight to front. Your arms are straight down. Your hands are straight down from your shoulders. Your knees are out of your hips. But we don't want the shoulders to be up. We don't want the arms to be extending. We want to kind of take those arms and rotate them into the shoulder sockets. So it's almost like, without turning the fingers, that you could just rotate the inside of the elbow forward and feel those arms and your shoulder blades kind of pulling down your back. And then we're going to drop into a cow. We're going to drop the belly, lift the chest and the chin, so we have a nice arch in the back on an inhale. On the exhale, tuck the pelvis under, round the back. And just flow through that. And you can do the whole yoga breath with inhaling here and exhaling way up. You know, as long as you're breathing consistently, I'm good. Last time. You're going to start
neutral. So neutral is where the stomach is braced. I zip the zipper from my pelvis up to my rib cage. My back is flat. I'm gonna plug those arms into my shoulder blades. I'm gonna put my toes together and separate the knees and sit back towards a child's pose. If it's available for you to get all the way back on your heels, great. If you need to keep your hips a little high because your knees don't like that, great. Our goal here is to extend without the arms coming out of the shoulder sockets, to keep those arms in, shoulder blades down your back, and reach out with the arms. So that fingertips are going out, the arms are going into the shoulder socket, and the shoulder blades going down, or the pull. So we have a push and a pull. Good, pick up your hips a little bit if they're not already. Shift your hips off to the right, take your hands to the left. Now push the right palm really strong down into the floor. And at the same time, you're pulling that right arm into the right shoulder, into the arm socket, shoulder socket, and pulling that shoulder blade down your back. Now if any of this doesn't quite make sense, it's okay. Should be doing it behind that arm, into the back, heading down towards that right hip. Lift up, do the other side, hips to the left, arms to the right, pushing the left palm down, and play with it. If you don't push down the left palm, you kind of feel it. When you really push it into the ground and pull that arm into the socket, pull that shoulder blade down your back, you intensify the stretch. Should feel good. Go ahead, lift up, come back to the center. We're gonna step that right leg forward. I want the knee over the heel or behind it. So I don't want you here. So if you need to, slide the other leg back. It's almost like you're gonna do a split. Anybody do splits? Okay. Good splits. Good. You're gonna press that hip forward. So the reason I don't want this forward is I kind of lose the stretch on this leg. And I can't say that it's gonna hurt your knee. You know, everybody's always says don't put your knee over your toes. But really in life, every time you go up and down the stairs, you take your knee over your toes. But it can annoy the knee a little bit. So if you can, stretch the other leg back more. Yeah, so get the weight back. Yes.
I'll never get out of it.
Yes, you will. I'll get you out of it. So you should be feeling the stretch on the front of this thigh and behind this thigh. So front of the left, back of the right. Good. And then we're going to heel toe or toe to the outside of the mat, turn the toes out, take the arms on the inside. Good. Some of you might be able to drop down to your forearms. I'm not really going to worry about that right now. And I'm just going to live here. And then I'm going to back off a little bit and press into it. So my right knee is tracking over those right toes, and I'm just backing off. I'm really moving an inch or two. So I do these kind of mobility, they call it flossing is kind of the term they're using nowadays, but it's just kind of working through mobility. It's not bouncing or percussive in any way, it's just kind of very gently moving back and forth, letting the body know that, okay, she's not gonna hurt me, hopefully, so I'm gonna trust her. Now sit into it and just stay there. Should be a little more intense on that inner thigh. Yeah, if you want to drop down, if you can, I don't quite get to my forearms on this one. But again, it's not about that. Think about your head, get in line with the spine. If I'm looking up and doing crazy things, my neck can get tired. So I'm kind of gently looking down towards the floor. And then slowly heel toe that foot back in the center, put your hands on either side. And we're going to stay here those toes under and lift that knee up. If that's not working for you, stay on your knee. If you are, either way, we're gonna rock forward and back. So if you're on your knee, you rock forward and back. If you're on your toe, you're rocking forward and back. Just gentle. Gentle. And then find a spot you like. Knee down, knee up, your choice. Remember, your neighbor does not care if your knee is down or up. I want you to feel good, not be like, oh my gosh, I'm so stressed out, this is so stressful, and I feel like I'm gonna rip my leg out of the socket. No, no, it should feel good. Good, carefully drop that knee only if it was lifted. Good. Now take that left leg, I know we're not done here yet, and let's bring it in a little bit, and then let's cross it over to the diagonal. We're gonna get this whole meal today. So now I'm on a diagonal. Feel a little more inner thigh. Crossing the other way, behind the other leg. You're going behind, come towards Beverly. Yeah, put that leg, there you go.
Okay.
But put your knee down.
Over this side. Put your
Yeah, but put your knee down. There you go, untuck your toes. There you go. And we're trying to turn the torso to the front, so we're really getting into that inner thigh, yeah?
Yes.
You found it?
Yes.
Good, and then release it. Bring that leg in, come back to all fours. And we're just gonna make some circles. I said we were warming up to get to the intense stuff. Tell you what it was. Reverse. Nice. All right, put the left leg forward. Slide the right back. Because you can walk this one front. I usually just slide the other one back. And then you just press forward. Yep, slide back more. I don't want that knee, I want that knee to be behind. Yeah, you can do it that way. Yep. Yep, yep. Good, and just live there. And as you live there and breathe there, at first you don't think you're holding tension until you kind of sit there for a second and all of a sudden you feel like a little release. I don't think I moved it until we went out to the side. So let's heel toe to the side, toes are gonna turn out to the left, arms are gonna go on the inside, and we just stay there for a second. And then we backed off and press into it. Just back off and press into it. Beautiful. And then find a spot you like, just hang. If it gets to be too much, back off. If you find you can't, like your breathing gets a little, you're pushing too much. Heel toe that foot back in the center, take your hands on either side of the leg. If you want to, dig the toes under, you don't, and come up off that knee, you don't have to. And you might find that one side it works kind of okay, the other side's like, I don't think so. And then we're just gonna slightly go forward and back. Again, you can do this on your knee, you do it on your toes. And honor the fact that it might be different on this leg. And find a spot you like. Drop that knee if it was lifted. Take that leg, cross it over to the left. Keep the body in the center. And get into that inner thigh. And still hip flexor on the other one. You know this one. Right hand up. Pick up your right hand, palm up. So I'll just right that up.
Go underneath, go onto that right shoulder. Hips are nice and high. Turn your body to the left. So you try to turn your navel to the left. The more you can turn your body and rotate, you get that stretch behind that right arm. Again, you want to feel like that right arm is pressing into the shoulder socket. You can keep the left arm where it is. You can reach it forward. You can take it to the ceiling. You can take it behind your back. Visualize the back of that right shoulder just kind of opening up. If you're holding tension, can you relax? Release the arm if it was doing something. Carefully come out. And let's do the other side. Left palm up. Go on to that left shoulder. Like everybody has their head down, so I don't need to cue it. But if your head didn't reach the ground, you can always put your other hand underneath. Do what you want with that right arm. Pressing that left shoulder into the ground, opening up the back of that left shoulder. Release the right arm. Bring yourself back center. Good. Let's go ahead and have a seat. I'm going to put my soles of my feet together. We're working on the neck and the shoulders. So any position you want to be in that doesn't mess with your hip flexors. You know, I'll get to the hip flexors at the end again. We've already stretched them some. But a lot of times when we're sitting, they get a little cranky. But I want to work your shoulders and neck. So arms by your side. You're going to tilt your head directly side to the right. I do not care how far it goes or doesn't go. A lot of times people want to look down because that's easier. We'll get there. But directly side, you're going to take that left hand, or right hand, excuse me, place it on your left shoulder and hold it down. Good. Pick up that left shoulder, press it away. Pick it up, press it away. Now take the left hand, let's place it on the right shoulder. And kind of use that left hand on that right shoulder to press both hands down. So you're holding both shoulders down, and that neck, you can feel it, right? Oh yeah. Now look down towards your right armpit. Keep holding those shoulders down. Look up to the ceiling on the left. And then take the head again, directly side, how we started. Good. Release the left arm. And then roll that shoulder out. You're still holding it down with that right hand, but that shoulder's going forward, up, back, and down. Don't be in a hurry. Forward, up, back, and down. And then hold it down. Come back up center a little bit. Go back to that same side. Oh, that's a little better. And release it, look down to your lap. Lift your head up. Go to the left. Careful that the shoulder doesn't come up. We take the left hand, hold the right shoulder down. And we pick up that right shoulder, press it away. Pick it up, press it away.
ceiling window right. Come back center, directly side. Take that right hand away. Shoulder forward, up, back and down. Take your time. Holding the pressure on that shoulder as you work through that range of motion. And then hold it down one more time. Lift it up. Go back over. Oh, it feels a little better. Release it. Take your hands behind you. Interlace your fingertips. They're going to press down. And obviously they're going to touch the floor, and then we're going to take the shoulders, instead of having them come forward and exaggerate, we're going to roll those shoulders back and down without sticking the chest or the ribs out, and then walk those hands back behind you. So you can kind of use the floor. If your shoulders aren't having that, don't worry about stretching back, just keep them where they were. If you have one shoulder, hip flexor start to talk to you. Back to them. I either do them here or I do them standing, but we'll get back to the flexors in a minute. And release. One last thing for the arms here, and then we'll get back. So you're going to take your right hand on your right shoulder, encourage it down your back as much as it wants to go. And then if you want to, reach around. Now, when you reach around, couple things. I don't want this shoulder to come forward. So if I bring that shoulder forward or I look down, I might be able to reach my hands better, but that's not where I want to be. I want that shoulder to be down, and I want to reach towards. So I'm further apart, but I feel the stretch better in the back of this arm, my right tricep, and then I feel the shoulder and the chest on my left side. So we don't care how far we get. If we're like here and you feel it, if you're here and you feel it, great. Remember, it's the intention of the exercise, not where the position ends you up. Your head is up, good, and then release it. Other side. And I know shoulders can be funny on one side or the other, so if it just doesn't work, we're almost done with it. And then reach around if that works for you. Again, remember, we're pushing the shoulder down into place. So if that means the hands are a little further apart, that's great. We're so performance driven, aren't we? If my hands don't touch, if my nose doesn't touch my knee, then I must not be doing it right. Well, not necessarily. Good, and release it. Good. Let's go ahead and roll back on your back. You're going to put your left foot on the floor, right leg to the ceiling. You can straighten out that left leg some or all the way if you want. So now we're going to work on the hamstring. So I'm going to flex the foot to start with. My knee can be pretty much straight or slightly softened. And I'm going to come from a flex to a point. So I'm flexing the foot, pulling the toes back. And then I push through the ball of the toe into a point with my toes. And then I pull my toes back like I'm trying to lift my ball of the foot to the ceiling. And so I'm working through that foot. It's possible, sometimes I kind of get a foot cramp when I do these, but that means that we need to take better care of our feet, right? Next time it's in the flex. Now notice, stay in the flex. Notice, you've just been holding that leg up there. You have been worrying about pulling it closer to you, but without knowing, you're starting some stretch on that hamstring, the back of the upper thigh. And then we're going to circle that ankle out. And I want it super slow. So as you flex, you take those toes in towards the middle, point at the top, flex as it comes around. Really slow. You should be feeling this in the ankle, up into the shin and the calf. If part of the circle is difficult to get to, internal, external rotation, try to focus on that and improve on it. Go the other way. Don't be in a hurry. It's not really hard if you go fast.
stretch in the back of that upper thigh. Don't stress it out. If you're super flexible, sure, you can grab the foot by the calf, you can grab the toes. I'm not. I'm gonna keep my hands, I like mine on the back of my thigh. I'm gonna bend my knee in one more time. I'm gonna extend it back to the ceiling without making it shake. Now back it off about 20%, and then stretch into it again. Back it off 20%, stretch into it, back off 20, and come back and hold it. Relax the foot. Is your back down? Make sure your back is into the mat. Flex the foot one more time. Turn the entire leg internally rotated in towards the midline of your body. So I physically turn the thigh, including the knee, the shin, and the toes in towards my left leg. And then I'm gonna cross the midline of the body. I'm gonna keep the right hip down. And I'm just gonna cross over. IT band's gonna come out of that hip, down the side of the thigh, into the side of the knee, into the calf. Nobody feels it, right? That's a yes?
Yes.
If you lift the hip, you may not feel it. If your IT band's fine, you may not feel it, doesn't mean you shouldn't do it. Good, turn your toes back up as you come back to the center. Bend that knee. Now we did this before, now we're gonna make it a little more intense. I'm gonna take that right arm out to the side with the palm down. I'm gonna take that right leg back across the body. Notice how much more flexible you are than when you were here last time. Your right shoulder and shoulder blades down. Now we're gonna focus into that right hip. You're gonna pull that right knee up towards your left armpit, keeping that right shoulder blade down. So that right hip should be like, yes, hello, I feel you. Straighten out that right leg some or all the way if you want to. The more you straighten it out, it's gonna go back into the hamstring. I'm gonna be really gentle with mine. Turn the right palm up, and if you want to, take that right arm up on a little bit of a V, up on an upper diagonal, and press the back of that arm into the floor. So we're getting into that chest and shoulder one more time. Bend that knee, gently come back center. Bring both knees into the chest, circle around. Go in both directions. Anything that releases that hip. And then put the right foot down, extend the left to the ceiling. You can straighten out the right leg if you want, some or all the way. Flex the left toes. You're holding on somewhere except behind the knee. So either behind the thigh, your calf, or you're holding the foot. And you're gonna press through to a point. Pull back to the flex. Push through to the point. Pull back. You're flaring your toes as you push into that point, and you're flaring your toes, separating them as you come back. Couple more times. Next time you're in a flex, you're gonna circle, I don't care which way. You can go out first or in first, you know we're doing both ways. But go slow. Hold the toes around to a flex, circle around, push the ball, the toe to a point. Try not to let the leg move, just the ankle. Just the foot and the ankle. Reverse it.
foot, bend the knee. Extend to the ceiling. Last time, bring it in. Remember, you don't have to straighten it all the way, you just want to straighten it enough to feel the back of that upper thigh. Internally rotate the leg, so it's pointing to the right, take it across midline, keep the left hip down. And I physically take my hands on my thigh and turn it internally. Come back center, relax the foot. Pull that leg in just till it feels good. Back it off 20%. Stretch back into it. Back it off 20%. Stretch back into it. One more time, back it off, come in and hold. Bend that knee. Take the left arm to the side, palm down. Cross that leg across to the right. Catching it in your right hand. Left shoulder lay down, pull that left knee towards your right armpit. Working on that left hip. Straightening out that left leg only if it works, and how much is up to you. Turn that left palm up, maybe go up on the diagonal, pressing the back of that arm into the floor. So that arm is reaching over to the left, that leg is reaching over to the right. Again, we have that push and pull. Opposition stretch. We haven't really talked about it, but the back is getting a good stretch, especially mid-low back. Go ahead and bend that knee in, bring everything back in. Let's take those legs as wide as you, no, it's not. Take them just straight down. So the knees bend. You're gonna take that right foot, cross it underneath. Keep the left knee just straight up, pointing up, and you take that right leg underneath the left. And you press the right knee down, and the right hip up. Now the back may arch off a little bit, but try not to exaggerate it. So you should feel this in the entire top of that right leg, yes?
Yes.
If you want to, and it's available, you can grab that right foot with your left hand. Not totally important. If you grab it with your hand, and you're like, oh my gosh, that's too much, let go of it.
Don't do that.
But she said to do it. No, I said, okay, that makes sense.
Not today.
Some days you're like, oh, I needed that. Other days you're like, no, I'm feeling that stretch. So we're trying to release everything from that knee up through that hip. Stay in that position and just kind of push that right hip up to the ceiling, just a little extra. If you can feel where that hip, where that leg intersects into that hip side. And release it. Good. Uncross that leg. Come back. Put the left one in. Try to get the right knee to point straight up. Press the left knee down, left hip up. If it makes sense, you can grab the left foot with your right hand, but make sure it makes sense. If you're feeling the stretch in the top of that left thigh, you're doing it right. Pushing that left knee down, lift that left hip up just a little higher. And release it.
come to neutral. If it's available, you're gonna tuck those toes under and come into a down dog. If it's not, you're just gonna find your way up. I think everybody's good, yep. So you're in down dog, you're lifting those hips nice and high, you're gonna pedal out, you're gonna press that right heel towards the ground, and then you're gonna shift, press your left heel towards the ground. So very slow pedal. You're aware of those shoulders, those arms still trying to press into the shoulder sockets, pulling the shoulder blades down your back, lifting your tailbone super high. One more time each side. And then evenly press down. Feel like somebody's lifting your tailbone up. Your shoulder blades are coming down your back. Bend your knees, walk your feet, hands together, or however you want to get into a forward fold. Very deeply bent. Very deeply bent. I want the hands touching the floor, your feet, your shins, your thighs. Your knees are so bent. Your head is completely released. Shake it yes and no. Think about your chest or your stomach resting against your thighs. That's how deeply your knees are bent. Your head is completely released. And then you're just going to lift your tailbone to the ceiling. Legs will straighten a little bit, but it's more about lifting that tailbone up. Taking one last time to stretch the right where those hamstrings come out of the glutes. Also, keeping that chest and stomach close to the legs, we're getting that extension out of the low back. Release the arms so they're touching something but no effort. Bend both knees. Take an inhale. On the exhale, slowly round up. You can take those hands against the body as you come up. Come all the way up, roll out the shoulders. Forward, back, up and down. Let's take those legs a little bit wide. Take that right arm up. Bend both knees. Very, very soft. Just stretch over, feeling all the way down that side body into the hip. Good. And switch. Oh, yeah. Come back up one last time, hands behind the back. And release the fingertips. Press down to the floor to start with. And then only if it makes sense, you lift them off. I'm going to keep pressing down. Now check. Did you stick your chest or your ribs out? Pull that in and feel the front of the shoulders working. Good. Release the arms. Turn that head to the right. To the left. Come back center. One last inhale up. Exhale out. And you're done. Good job.
Are we really done? We really checked the one.
I looked down and said, well, and do not disturb.